Hello, my name is Ron Casania, and I'll be going over and reviewing the book The Devil's Highway by Luis Alberto Herrera. Quick brief summary of the book is that is about the story of these 24 immigrants who who are trying to cross through the Arizona desert to United States illegally, but because of the coyote who left them behind, they were left alone to fend for themselves, and they ended up on the Devil's Highway, the worst part of the desert. And so, it was up to them to try to get to the other side. But many didn't survive. I believe 14 didn't survive, and only 14 died and 12 survived. And so these are the stories that Luis Alberto Herrera, the journalist, he's a journalist, a Mexican American journalist. This is like what the information he found. To begin the story, he first began by talking about the Border Patrol and the Devil's Highway. At the beginning of the book, showed me was that a whole new light to the Border Patrol. It showed me different aspects of the Border Patrol. Like they showed me that it showed me that the Border Patrol was not as we perceive them. Not at all. For example, I perceive Border Patrol as someone that's just mean to Hispanics. Someone that just doesn't want to. Someone that just doesn't want Hispanics over here, no matter what race, like no matter if they're illegal or not. I always imagine they're the harassers. I imagine that they mistreat illegal immigrants, especially, well, immigrants in general, but especially illegal immigrants. I believe they just kill. I used to believe that they were so mean that sometimes they just killed because they could. But what I found out through this book is that's not true. None of that's true. And even Luis Alberto Herrera believed that when he first started reporting, like investigating this, he first believed all the border patrols were like this. He would first believe that border patrol in general was like that. But he soon started figuring that no, they weren't like that. That maybe at first they were a bit cold to get towards him, but it was not because they were just mean bad people. It was mostly because they couldn't trust other people outside from the border patrol because due to the way everyone else perceived them. For example, when you're new border patrol, like when someone is just just recently became border patrol, the chief always tells them, whatever you do, don't ever show your badge. Don't ever say you're border patrol. And why is that? Because no one really supports them. People hate border patrol because they think they mistreat immigrants. Some others hate border patrol because they believe they're not doing their job right. Just no one really supports border patrol. So that's why they always tell rookies, don't ever show your badge to others. And so, another thing I that really really perceived them differently was that like they were telling how they care about people, like they care about illegal immigrants. Like they always, their main goal was to always try to save the illegal immigrants. They told stories about how they saved them and how it wasn't how illegal immigrants were often excited to see them instead of being sad. And so, after they went over the border patrol and explained everything about them, of how who they were, and how we all pursue different life, and how they actually are they actually are good people who care about illegal immigrants, and that had who's the 14th death, the biggest death around Devil's Highway, the biggest death count, like how that biggest death count, the 14 death people really hit them hard. They felt the most sorrow because they only thought if they were only there, they could save them. And that's how it was true because when someone dies, they feel like if they were only there, they could save them. And so then he, or Luis Alberto Urrea speaks about devil, how he explains how it is, how it's just this harsh land. And it's not a forgiving land. It does. It doesn't have. When he explained it, it seemed that it didn't have life at all. It was just barren land, no trees, no animal, nothing wanted to live there, no matter what it was, and nothing could stand that harsh environment. And I just, and I when I think about it like that, I think like, what did those 26 men went through? Like, 12 of them survived, 14 of them died. It was all due because one man, one coyote, decided not to take him all the way. And so, like, the way he depicts the story of the immigrants, it really takes you into their lives, really takes you to their heads, explains to you how everyone had their hopes, everyone had their dreams, everyone had different things they were thinking about. Everyone has something different. And it just lets you perceive why many immigrants come here. Like, not everyone has the same reason. Like, not everyone's push factors to the United States were the same, but most of them, the pull factors are the same. If you know what I mean. Like, many people couldn't find a good job, couldn't really work well, they just couldn't support themselves in Mexico. So the only other option was to come here to the United States. And so when Alberto Herrera writes to everyone's heads, explains to everyone how they feel, what they're thinking, it makes you think as well how much life, like how what they're doing is to the point that it's their last gamble. The reason for this is because not everyone makes it, and it's just a gamble. It's a gamble it's not a gamble with, oh, for like prize money or food or anything like that. It's a gamble with their lives. They're gambling their lives. It's if they're all sad in the casino, are ready to gamble with their lives. They already been dealt the hand as soon as they step out with the coyote. And if they're lucky enough, they'll survive. But if they're unlucky, they'll just probably die. And the thing is that many of these people, like every single decision what they make through that journey, like every illegal immigrant that makes that journey to cross the border illegally, it's a life or death decision. Any decision can ruin them, any decision can save them. So they have to be extremely careful for what they decide to do. And when Luis Alberto Urrea is writing about these 12 immigrants that survived, writing about their stories, how they explain the story. Everyone has a different story. And he lets us go through their heads, their hopes, their dreams. It's a really moving story if you think about it. Make you think how people wouldn't take big risks in order to survive this world. Really makes you think how some of us, well, me, had it easy. Well, in terms of say not that haven't had to make any really harsh decisions like they made. And so then the Native Americans, well, no, oh, and like their journey at beginning, the 26 men, their journey was to this Native American camp. That's where they can cross the border. And so the Native Americans then give us another. Then he talks about Native Americans how they're stuck in between a war between Border Patrol and drug lords. Like in the beginning, he explained how Border Patrol isn't really fighting illegal immigrants by helping them. They're only fighting drug lords. The way they pass their cocaine and drugs all over here, and it shows how they're stuck in this war. Overall, the book was really good. It was just really moving. If you, well, no, it just made you see things different ways from different perspectives. I don't think I'd have been able to survive. Well, actually, I don't know. There's a chance I would survive, but maybe there's not a chance. It just mostly about. It was mostly what it was. It was just luck. Because 12 survived, 14 didn't. I wonder what kind of decisions each person could make or differently for all of them to survive. But I don't know. So overall, what really surprised me was the book is just the Border Patrol. I always kind of knew that illegal immigrants had it hard when they were coming here, but never saw the Border Patrol as saviors of the illegal immigrants. Like I never saw them as someone that's actually doing good. I always thought they were just people who craved power, who were obsessed with power. Like many people, believe that Border Patrols are white people, gringos, but in reality they're not. Not all of them. There's actual Hispanics, and Hispanic Border Patrol are the most hated ones due to immigrants feeling that Hispanics feeling that they're betraying their people. In reality, they're not. They're just helping them out and just showing them and just helping them out, like finding them, helping them out, and so I believe as I already said, the biggest surprise I had was Border Patrol. Yeah, how now I perceive Border Patrol as different. I perceive them as I expect them as people that really care. They're willing to take so much hate from everyone else, but is still willing to try their hardest to save people's lives. They're saying something about an unnamed hero or someone a hidden hero, and I believe that's what they are. They're hidden heroes. They're hidden heroes inside in our country. Who many people in reality don't like them because they perceive them wrongly, but they're hidden heroes who care about us. And I'm thankful for this book, for changing my views on them and showing me that those hidden heroes save a lot of people. Thank you.